say today's game has been highly anticipated is an understatement. Number 1 versus number 2, and that's really all that needs to be said. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Buckeyes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here's more to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Delayed handoff. It's Davison. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line. Give to the running back. Showing off the arms. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Offense still out there lining up quickly on 4th down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The give to the right. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Out, maybe some room here. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Buckeyes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. On the move, it's Jackson. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
We knew this offense wanted to come into this one establishing the run, guys. They didn't even attempt to throw on their first drive. They were more physical. They were pushing guys around up front. This guy caps it off with a nice touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through, no problem with the frozen tundra beneath him. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Just a little off. Incomplete.
And so far, man, everything's been difficult for this offense. And credit to the defense. They've taken away all the easy stuff. The easy perimeter throws, the quick throws. Nice job playing fast, playing physical. But this QB's got to get a little bit more in rhythm. Be a little bit more patient. Go through his progressions a little bit better. Right now, so far, it's an 0 for 4 start.
It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Well, after not getting a thing done on first down, it's second and long from the 24. Dante Moore.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. They're getting to the line quickly and staying out there on fourth down. Fourth down, more. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's second and 6. Might as well stick with him. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Makes the grab on third. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Jackson. Runs through the tackle. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Here's Julian saying to throw. Touchdown, Buckeye! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking, and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? Peek in the backfield, and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him, Reese.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Moore to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Throwing more. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Another incompletion on third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Fires left side at Smith. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
Throw it, say it. Fires to the wideout. Got it. They will score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Moore. Breaks the tackle. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. And the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in...
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes!